At 99 years old, Mel Brooks has finally opened the vault on his career-long experiences, revealing the actors he found most challenging to work with. The legendary comic mind behind Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, and countless other classics has never shied away from honesty. But now, after nearly a century of making films, he is unapologetically candid. These revelations are not born from spite, but from hard-earned lessons in collaboration, timing, and ego management. Brooks's stories offer a rare glimpse into the delicate ecosystem of comedy filmmaking, showing how even the greatest talents can clash when creative visions collide. Jerry Lewis, Genius Meets Friction. Brooks's relationship with Jerry Lewis was a mix of admiration and exasperation. He described Lewis as brilliant but exhausting, a genius who dominated every room he entered. Their potential collaboration on the unmade social satire All Finks ended before it began. Studios suggested Lewis for a key supporting role, believing his star power would elevate the project, but Brooks immediately vetoed it. Lewis's tendency to rewrite scenes mid-take and challenge authority clashed with Brooks's structured, ensemble-focused approach. Brooks respected his talent but could not accommodate the chaos that would inevitably follow, realizing that Lewis's personality would disrupt the carefully constructed rhythm he demanded in every production. A single meeting that sealed the deal. Brooks once met Lewis at a neutral dinner, hoping to explore a potential collaboration. Lewis arrived late and launched into a non-stop monologue about comedy, barely acknowledging Brooks. The legendary director listened carefully, responding sparingly before excusing himself early. There was no fight, no shouting match, only a quiet realization that their methods were incompatible. Brooks valued controlled chaos, where improvisation served the story rather than ego. Lewis, in contrast, thrived in the spotlight, often placing himself at the center. Though civility remained in public, Brooks's judgment was clear. Admiration for talent did not override the need for a harmonious creative environment. Gene Wilder, the drift of an artistic bond. Gene Wilder once shared an almost mystical creative connection with Brooks. Together, they co-created Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein, films that redefined comedy with their timing, sincerity, and imaginative genius. Wilder brought emotional depth to Brooks's absurdist world, making chaos feel magical. But their relationship began to fray after Young Frankenstein. When Wilder pitched his own directorial project, Brooks declined to produce, believing Wilder wasn't ready to helm a film. Wilder perceived this decision as rejection rather than guidance. Their partnership quietly dissipated. There were no public confrontations, no harsh words, only a subtle shift, the slow drifting apart of two collaborators who had once been almost inseparable in their artistic vision. Frank Langella. Too serious for comedy. Brooks's experience with Frank Langella on Dracula, Dead and Loving. It illustrated how even celebrated actors can clash with a director's vision. Langella, stage-trained and magnetic, embodied gothic elegance, bringing gravitas and intensity to every line. Brooks sought chaos and comedic velocity, expecting a Dracula who could stumble into ridiculous situations while maintaining dramatic timing. Langella's solemnity clashed with the energy Brooks required. During rehearsals, Brooks attempted gentle guidance, encouraging looseness, but Langella's weighty delivery persisted. The disconnect became undeniable when Langella asked, "Do you want me to mock the text?" Brooks realized Langella was inhabiting a different universe, unable to navigate the controlled madness essential to Brooks's comedic style. Leslie Nielsen, the comedic replacement. After Langella's departure, Leslie Nielsen stepped in, exemplifying the kind of performer Brooks thrived with. Nielsen mastered the art of straight-faced absurdity, turning chaotic scenarios into comedic brilliance. Unlike Langella, he could maintain perfect composure while the world around him spiraled into nonsense. Brooks' films relied on this balance, allowing the ensemble to function and the story to flow, while the lead injected humor naturally. Nielsen's presence validated Brooks's philosophy. Talent alone was not enough. Actors had to respect the rhythm of the production, blending creativity with structure. His ability to serve the story without dominating the universe of the film made him indispensable. The importance of rhythm and ensemble. Brooks' filmmaking approach emphasized rhythm, trust, and ensemble work over individual stardom. His sets functioned like finely tuned orchestras, with each performer contributing to the overall harmony. Actors with overwhelming egos, however, could derail the process. Brooks cultivated controlled chaos, where improvisation existed within the framework of timing and structure. For him, collaboration was about mutual respect and humility, not ego contests. Even the most talented performers like Jerry Lewis or Frank Langella could be excluded if their presence threatened this delicate balance. Brooks's uncompromising standards ensured his films retained coherence, allowing comedic brilliance to emerge organically rather than forcing chaos for its own sake. Lessons from conflict. Brooks's candid reflections offer valuable insight into the dynamics of creative collaboration. Talent alone does not guarantee success. Temperament, timing, and willingness to serve the story are equally important. Conflicts with Lewis, Wilder, and Langella demonstrate how incompatible personalities, even among legends, can prevent collaboration. Brooks's ability to recognize these challenges and act decisively preserved his artistic vision. He did not vilify these actors. Instead, he acknowledged their genius while protecting the integrity of his productions. His experiences show that professional boundaries, quiet refusals, and disciplined guidance are often as vital as creative skill in achieving lasting success in film. Navigating ego and collaboration. A common thread in Brooks's stories is his careful management of ego. He welcomed unpredictability and boldness, but only within limits. Actors who could not adapt or who demanded control disrupted the carefully maintained ecosystem he created on set. Brooks's insistence on ensemble cohesion and narrative rhythm sometimes required turning down high-profile collaborators. These decisions were never personal attacks. They were strategic choices to protect the creative flow. By balancing respect for talent with an unwavering commitment to the project's vision, Brooks demonstrated how leadership, discipline, and artistic intuition intersect to preserve both the comedy and the collaborative environment that supports it. Brooks' legacy of humor and discipline. Mel Brooks' career stands as a testament to the marriage of genius and discipline. His films thrive because he built worlds where chaos serves a purpose, guided by a precise rhythm and ensemble structure. The actors he passed over, Jerry Lewis, Gene Wilder, Frank Langella, were not failures, but mismatches for his system. By selectively collaborating, Brooks maintained a unique comedic voice that continues to resonate decades later. His reflections highlight a timeless truth about artistry. Compatibility, timing, and humility often matter more than raw talent. Even in comedy, brilliance must coexist with respect for the ensemble and story. Conclusion: the wisdom of experience. At nearly 100 years old, Mel Brooks' candid assessments offer more than gossip. They are lessons in collaboration, ego, and creative integrity. His stories remind us that even the most talented individuals are not guaranteed success together. Compatibility, humility, and shared vision are crucial. Brooks's selective partnerships protected the rhythm and joy at the heart of his work, ensuring his films remain classics. By openly discussing these challenges, he leaves a roadmap for future creators. Talent must harmonize with discipline, and the art of comedy thrives when egos step aside in service of the story.